All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all right, Staten Island, my home borough, Brooklyn. Back out with another video, and today marks the 40th anniversary of another one of my favorite movies of all time, one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, one of the greatest movies of all time, period, The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Biehn, and Linda Hamilton, directed by Mr. James Cameron. You know, this movie, I mean, Schwarzenegger was pretty well established in Hollywood prior to this movie, the Conan movies and so on and so forth. But I think this is what made him a truly global superstar, a global phenomenon. Because, like I said, this is, and it's nothing against the Conan movies at all. But once again, this right here made him an absolute superstar. This is, like I said, one of the greatest films ever made. And also Michael Biehn, if I'm pronouncing his last name right. Man, he did a great job in this movie. Like I think his performance in Terminator is very underrated. Like he was excellent as Kyle Reese, and of course Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. You know, the Terminator franchise, in my opinion, they should have stopped at their Judgment Day. I mean, three wasn't bad, but you know that's another thing. People always talk about Terminator 2 Judgment Day and call that the greatest sci-fi movie ever, one of the greatest action movies ever made. Period. Then they neglect the greatness of the first one. And me personally, I prefer the first one over Judgment Day. And Judgment Day was great. Don't get me wrong. It was a great movie. Great movie. Great movie. Schwarzenegger, all great. But I prefer the first one. Just me. Okay? But a little factoid about this movie that a lot of people don't know. But originally, O.J. Simpson was going to get cast as the Terminator. He was going to get cast as a Terminator, but James Cameron said O.J. Simpson was too nice of a guy to play a killer. Of course, once again, this movie came out in 1984, 10 years before, well, we all know what. Now, James Cameron has since denied this, but Schwarzenegger said this, and I believe him. This is too damn funny. But a little factoid that a lot of people may not know. Again, Cameron's denied it, but I believe Schwarzenegger. Of course, just like with Pulp Fiction, I'm not going to go over the whole film, scene by scene. I'm just going to cover my favorite parts of the film. Of course, here's the opening, giving you the synopsis. The machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind had raged for decades, but the final battle will not be fought in the future. It will be fought here in our present, tonight. Of course, and then Schwarzenegger, or the T-800, is dropped off in the past, and he's unfortunately in his birthday suit. And he ends up beating up a bunch of thugs and stealing their clothes. But right behind him was Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese, who's sought after by the police and hunted down by the police, but he's able to escape from them. Later on, we meet Sarah Connor as a waitress here in a diner. She's a very piss poor waitress, and a kid actually stuffed some ice cream into her pocket. So. Later on, this is one of my first scenes, Schwarzenegger at a gun shop. You hear him say, 45 alongside with laser sighting, the 12-gauge autoloader, the phase plasma rifle, and the 40 wide range, and the Uzi 9mm. It's just him listing off all the guns that he wants. And then, unfortunately, he ends up killing this guy, the gun shop owner. Later on, he's outside. Goes into a phone booth, looks into the phone book for Sarah Connor. He sees three Sarah Connors, and he finds one of them, knocks on her door, asks, "Is your name Sarah Connor?" She unfortunately answered yes. You see the dot on her forehead, and the T-800 popped her. And that's his assignment: find Sarah Connor and kill her. Therefore, wiping out John Connor's entire existence. Of course, John Connor was the one who led mankind in the victory over the machines. The news of the murder of that Sarah Connor lady reaches the news, and one of Sarah Connor's friends brings her and tells her, "You're dead, honey." Later on, Sarah goes out for a night on the town, and she has an eerie feeling that she's being followed. Okay, she starts feeling creeped out. She finds her way into a club where she's stalked by the T-800, and he puts the beam on her head, ready to kill her, until she's saved by Kyle Reese. Kyle Reese then explains to Sarah Connor the situation about how the T-800 was sent back to the past to wipe her out, therefore wiping out John Connor. And these T-800 robots, they look like humans. They have bad breath. They even have bad breath and all this stuff. Sarah, of course, doesn't believe him, but later on, they end up at the police station. See Sarah Connor talking to the police officer right here, the black dude wearing glasses. And Kyle Reese, who a lot of these other people think is crazy, including Sarah to a degree, they bring in the psychologist to talk to John Connor, try to get down to the bottom of what's going on here. While this is going on, Schwarzenegger, or the T-800, is back at some hotel, fixing himself all the damages he suffered. Of course, he puts on the iconic shades. Later on, he's at the police station. He utters one of the most iconic lines in the history of, probably history of cinema. I'll be back. He ends up crashing through the police station and unfortunately killing a police officer and many, many more. All in pursuit of Sarah Connor. But Kyle Reese is able to escape and save Sarah. They're able to get away again. Here, Kyle and Sarah have another moment, and this moment leads to a moment of intimacy between Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor, which, this whole thing is fucky. You fucked your best friend's mom, bro. And then, see, this is Schwarzenegger after the glasses fell off. And then after this, all the humanoid skin comes off the T-800's body, and this is shown to be his true form. Sarah Connor ends up defeating him, and the movie ends here. Like I said, guys, it's just me. I prefer Terminator 1 over 2, and Terminator 2 was exceptional. But I love Terminator 1, the performance that Michael Biehn gave for Kyle Reese, and honestly, I prefer Schwarzenegger as the bad guy. I mean, even though the T-800 was cool and Judgment Day as the good guy, I liked him better as the bad guy, the one hunting. But I know I'm not the only one out there. Do you prefer Terminator 1 over Judgment Day? Let me know in the comment section down below. Where do you rank this movie amongst the greatest films ever made? Do you agree that Michael Biehn has one of the most underrated performances in the history of cinema? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe. See you all.